Good morning, everyone. I am starting my day early today. Woohoo! It is time for your midweek energy check-in. So it is Thursday, February 25th, 2021, but at any time these messages resonate for you, they are for you. It doesn't matter date or time. There's been exciting stuff happening this week. It is really truly all about a religion, I should say, and activating the pyramid times. So I've already begun doing that. Let's see, I've gone to, where did I go to today? I go in channeling, so again, I forget almost. Brazil. I went to Machu Picchu, Peru, and I lit those too. And then the other day, oh gosh, I can't remember where I went. I'll have to look it up. That's why I'm documenting it, because I'm not remembering. And when I channel, sometimes I forget, right? And that's okay. And plus, I just woke up at like 4 a.m. and I'm in the mood to work. So, but that's cool. So it was really neat. So what I do is I draw the energy up through the pyramid, basically. That's the easiest way to say it. And I have been activating those. So whatever that means for the world, whatever changes it's going to create, remains to be seen. I don't know. But yeah. So for the workshop, I do see three specific ones, and I heard one coming up that I haven't gone to yet. So that's exciting. So if you wish to do the workshop with me to activate more pyramids and heal with them, I urge you to do so. It is coming up and available on my website, and I will post it below. Today, however, we are doing our going to Fiji, awakening the soul, opening our third eye, cleansing our third eye, and anything else that needs to be cleansed, as well as further ascension, and upgrading our third eye is what they said with the Pleiadians. So that's the workshop for today. So if you're not a Patreon, I encourage you to join that with us. That is also available on the website. I will post it below. Or if you wish to become a Patreon, those are where you get the workshops for free that are Patreon healing events. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. How is our week going? What is the energy right now? You know, I can feel when people doubt me. You know, after my video, I noticed somebody unfollowed me. That happens a lot, and I do feel it, and it does make me go, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there's a trigger there. So all I encourage you guys to do is don't judge, right? That's judgment. That's assuming you know more than I do. That's assuming you're right and everybody else is wrong. So what Spirit's asking is, no matter what, just be open for the possibilities of anything is possible right now. Because if you really pay attention to what's been happening this last year, they're not normal things, no matter how you want to slice it. So welcome to the reality of falling back into the old ways. Alright, so that's part of the message coming through also. You guys check out my new candles. So I made this. I know you can't see in it. This one is my first, so I'm keeping it. It's peony. And I am infusing them with healing light and manifestation purposes. And some of these will be available on my website starting today. I am going to be making healing candles. Of course, like wish candles, manifestation. You can call them spell candles, magic candles, whatever you want to call them. And I have a few done, and I will be posting those later. So if you wish to purchase those, check out the website. Super affordable, and there's going to be more things coming too. So surprise, I am venturing out into more healing things. And of course, I used my dry erase marker on it, so don't mind that. This was my prototype one, but I really do love it. It actually has peony essential oil in it, the very healthy soy wax, healthier. So I didn't make them cheapy. I put a lot of love into them and a lot of healing light, and it also has some peony petals in there. So actual flower in there as well. Of course, that one is mine. I don't have another peony one made yet, but I will have it done up probably later today or this weekend. Alright, Spirit. So with all that being said, what's up? What's going on? What is in the energy right now? I heard trust and I heard pursuit. What are you pursuing? Are you pursuing falsehoods? Are you pursuing the possibilities that anything's possible, right? That's what I'm hearing. Ooh, love begins. Love begins. Oh my gosh, fertility. Solitude. Interesting. So we have love begins and solitude. Oh, of course, and base chakra or root chakra. This is very interesting, you guys. All right, so let's see what this is representing, right? Love begins. We have number 1, so it's more of an ascension also, right? Further ascension, further understanding, further going down into who we truly are. I'm hearing aspects of our actual self are going to be coming about, individually and collectively. Who are you really is going to start to be surfacing, and this can cause a further awakening is what they're also saying, okay? And I'm seeing that with the rainbow for whatever reason. So we just go with it. But love begins. So I'm hearing this is also more internal love, like a deeper understanding of your heart space, a further awakening into true source of love. But for some of you, it's also a new relationship coming. Okay, so this is a double layer here. But it's like a further awakening to self-love and the capabilities of what that means in our own power. Okay, and then we also have fertility. So for those of you coming into a new relationship, it's also going to be coming into like new motherhood, new parenthood, becoming a father. But I also hear birthing ideas, right? So it's like a newfound understanding, new way of connection. So notice her heart space, right? New way of understanding our bodies, new way of insight. So further awakening again into who we are and our capabilities and what love truly is, right? So here, divine goddess number 3, magic number. Manifesting, right? So what you've also manifested is coming through, so pay attention to those. Some of you might have some of your manifestations starting to come to fruition this week, so that's very, very, very positive. Especially I feel like those who have been really pushing for positive changes, right? Positive changes within the career and the collective is quite possible. So be mindful of that. And again, keep your thought space very positive. Also new ideas. So if you have new ideas coming through, remember I tell you don't share them until they're out there and then share them all over. New energy can muck it up. Plus I knew of a so-called mentor who liked to take your ideas. So watch out for that. That is absolutely real. Especially right now, right? Like we'll get out of that eventually. But right now we have also solitude. Okay, so this is the time where you need to go to your internal source is what I'm hearing. All answers are found within. I'm hearing most people don't know what's going on the outside. So if you think you know it all, think again. If you think that everybody around us is just crazy and everything is just happening because it's happening and it's just rough times and things are going to mellow out and be okay and be presented as they are right now, you know, there might be more coming. You know what I mean? There might be another way to look at things is what I'm hearing in that book too. Like she's looking at the book. There just might be a new perspective there for you. And so it's super important to take some time to yourself and to go within and to be in solitude because that's where true growth happens. That's where true expansion happens. That's where ideas really come in. And that's where real love comes in for self. Okay. And then we also have, excuse me, root chakra. Oh, and another number 1. Do you see this? We have 1 here and 1 here. Okay. That's very significant, I'm hearing. So it's like further ascension no matter what. That is not a if and or but. That is absolutely happening for the collective I'm hearing this week. Individual and on a mass level. And either you're a part of it or you're not. And if you're not, it can feel ugly. So if you need help, reach out. There's people out there that can help you. Okay. But you've got root chakra. So it's really important to know where your base is. It's really important to be standing in a strong foundation. Okay, and if we're not, it can get rocked, right? Because what's going on in the collective right now, either you're a conspiracy theorist and you're crazy, or Biden's a lizard. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's the divide. Either you're crazy and all these spiritual people are the ones who are brainwashed, including myself and all the work I did over this last year. I'm just crazy, right? Like that's what I'm hearing a lot lately in the collective energy. And even somebody who watches my channel, and I don't care. That's your opinion. You weren't with me through this whole work, and all I'm telling you is hold your britches and just wait for the changes to come. But so it's super important for you to know your truth, right? No matter what's going on around you, and to be able to stand in that like I am doing mine. Okay. But if your root chakra is blocked, it's hard to do that. So you can tell when your chakras are blocked by paying attention to the surroundings on the outside. All right. So what I'm really hearing here is, of course, more ascension is coming. All right. Love and fertility. Anytime you have more love, there's fertility abound. Okay, so that's growth in relationships. It's growth in pregnancy, right? So motherhood, parenthood type of a thing. It's growth in just everything. Business, ideas, any which way you want to create growth and fertility. It all comes from love, period. I don't care what you're doing. Fertility can only come from love. Look at her heart space. Love of self, an internal knowing and trust in who you are is what creates fertility in every which way, either on a physical, spiritual, mental, career. It doesn't matter. Do you understand? That's a beautiful message, and I hope it is well received, because it's very important, is that if you step further into love of self or others, you are going to expand in fertility, right? In wholeness and in fruitfulness in every which way. And sometimes complete solitude and making sure your root is open, you're able to connect to the earth, you're able to be grounded and standing in what you know in your internal source is true, not from a blinded, limited, judgmental source. Is it ego or is it source light you're using? Okay, that's coming through with that message. That's very good. And I'm also hearing again, there's another I told you so round coming, so everybody stay out of it. I feel like there's going to be light workers going, I told you so. Do not get involved in that. I don't care if you follow them like crazy, and that is what Spirit is saying. That will lower your light. Okay? It will lower your light. All right. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, you guys. Isn't that what I said? That goes right here with the root chakra. Stand your ground. How can you stand your ground if your connection to ground is blocked? If your connection to knowing who you are and what you believe is blocked? You can't stand your ground. And again, this also comes against those I told you so's, or you know, just whatever is about to happen. It is really important to stand our ground, you guys, because when truths do get exposed, it's gonna be rough. I mean, when people are angry, they can do things, right? So just be mindful. Be mindful to your surroundings. Stand your ground, because it's all gonna flip, right? So this also goes to somebody thinking, I may be crazy. I'm going to stand my ground and say, you don't know my experiences this last year. You were not with me during every workshop I did. You have never really worked with me, obviously, if you doubt who I am. That's the key. So I'm going to stand my ground and say that I know what the heck I'm talking about, and maybe it's possible. You might not, right? Or maybe it's possible I have a key information you need, which is why you're angry at me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't make these ones up today. Another one, passion ignited. Okay, so whenever you fill your cup up with more love, there's always passion from source, okay? And so when the shift also turns to more positive light, you guys, when we ascend further into higher light frequencies, which we already are, it's coming now, especially as I'm activating the pyramid, so please be mindful. There's more passion of self, passion of source, right? More passion in truth, more passion in every which way, and it's going to be ignited on a mass level, you guys. We're going to be coming to a place where we're all just like, yay, and it's going to change our perspectives, and we're going to have so much newness to look forward to. Okay, does that make sense? That's what's coming up right now in the energy field. All right, and then we got financial and material changes, number 5. Okay, so be mindful where your thoughts are going. Be mindful where you're splitting things up, your time, your energy. Because things are shifting, and they're shifting for the better is what I'm hearing. That's not a negative connotation. It's a positive one. So just be ready to receive, right? But if you're blocked in any which way, you might block the reception. All right. And as I'm shuffling the goddess, ooh, you guys, I got radical acceptance. This is the time for radical acceptance. That's what we're coming into. So doesn't that go with what I talked about too? Like, if you think I'm crazy, think again. Who's the crazy one? Okay? The one who just completely ignored all the fraud that was quite obvious? I mean, come on, wake up. right? Wake up. When are you going to wake up? Like, are you going to wake up when it really shakes you hard? Or are you going to wake up to know and see that right now something's not right at the very least, okay? Radical acceptance is coming. So those who didn't accept are going to have to be forced to accept. And that's what I'm hearing now. It's like the ones who are refusing to accept are going to be forced to accept. That's what radical acceptance is, where now I have no choice. It's like divine intervention. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, watch this. That's what I'm hearing. And then we also have the moon. Okay, there is a full moon coming up here in a few days. I am doing a workshop with that to release the shadow self. You guys use this moon energy. All right, use the moon energy to release, to connect, to grow, and to deal with your radical acceptance if you are going to be one that is going to have to deal with radical acceptance. Most of the people that are here on my channel have quite accepted a lot already. It's kind of hard to doubt what's going on at this point if you are paying attention, if you are able to read source, and if you are awake at all, then you can see, right? Goodness gracious. Let me switch my healing wands here to hold it up. I love this healing wand. I'm not sure I want to sell it. I use it all the time. It is so powerful, you guys. I use my own healing tools. It's great. Also I'm being drawn to this card again. Warrior goddess. I am a warrior goddess. I bring about change everywhere I go. I can't help it. It's who I am. It's what I do. And I love who I am, and I love what I do, and I'm very powerful. If you doubt it, work with me, right? But just be ready for radical acceptance, right? I'm also being drawn to the figure 8s here, so it's like unity. Purposeful. I'm also hearing like the raven or the crow I'm seeing here for whatever reason. But this is like warrior time. This is like, oh man, I have no choice but to accept it. All right, so be ready for that. Radical acceptance. What a beautiful message. Oh, and look at all the ones, you guys. Oh, how many ones was that? 1, 2, 3. 3 ones at least. Yeah, 3 ones. Beautiful. Another 3 here. A lot of goddess energy, a lot of ascension energy. Make sure you're standing in love and light and be ready to receive the new fertility that's coming our way. So much abundance coming our way. And for those of you who are choosing to say, all of us are nuts, or this can't be, or, you know, it's just going to remain the way it is, be open for having to accept things that you weren't quite ready to. Make sense? Have a great rest of your week. I will see you here later. So much love to all of you. And by the way, you make great choices. Bye-bye.